Some dogs, they need more. They need to get busier and they need to be learning more. So I'm always searching to offer new things, because I'm like, well, this is a place for my own dog. So what do I want to serve her with? So I started researching about Enrichment Daycare, which is, in a way, it's easier to explain as if like when you take your kids to daycare, to school, there's a time that they're at the playground, but there's a time they're learning things. So they have their, learning moment and their play moment. And that's when I started seeing that daycare is also different that way. So when dogs come for daycare, they're just playing, socializing, which is great. That's what, most dogs need. But they also need, some dogs, they need more. They need to get busier and they need to be learning more. So that's when I decided to add on the enrichment. So enrichment is just giving them like a task or something to learn. So for instance, at our property, we have 10 pigs and 30 chickens, and we have a whole forest in the back. So now we do the farm animal encounter and the nature walk. So throughout the process, they're not obviously free range with the animals, so they see them through the fence. But we take our time walking each one of the dogs there so they can sniff, they can smell, they can just be around different scents that maybe they wouldn't feel in Tioga because you don't see pigs walking around. And also the chickens. And we have a garden with all these herbs, so we make them smell all the mint and all the other herbs that we have there, and tomatoes as well. So you're like always crushing some things and letting them sniff and taste and so on and so forth. And the nature walk as well, because we have 3 acres of nature and it's all nice and path and all that stuff. But we have bunnies and squirrels. Sometimes we see deer there as well. So I've learned that it's very interesting to be always stimulating the dogs in a different way. And that helps them to feel tired without necessarily having to exercise for 10 hours, because you're stimulating them in a different way, more on the mental side of it, more so than the body, the physical side. And I noticed that helps a lot too with dogs that are older. Maybe they can't run 10 hours, but they would love to have an enrichment activity because just it stimulates them in a different way. So we noticed that has been helping the dogs have a lot of high energy too, because sometimes they can't find a partner that is also high energy. So we do the nature walk and other stuff because they're constantly engaged throughout the whole walk.